You're listening to the Unnamed podcast, hosted by Midnight Lunatic. And here is Midnight Lunatic.
Hello, Midnight Crew, and welcome back to Unnamed Podcast. And it's a very special edition one, too, because guess what day it is? As I'm recording this, guys, it is 4th of July. So happy 4th of July to everyone. I don't know if the mic is going to be able to pick it up. I don't know why I was going to say camera. But if the mic picks it up, I don't know if you're going to be able to hear all the firework bangs and pops outside. But they're going crazy out there. They're enjoying their time. It sounds like a war zone. I'm loving it. I love fireworks. I can't see them, but I can hear them, right? But Sam, on the other hand, she's not taking it so good. She's not having a good time. She's pretty much curled up in a ball in the corner because she is afraid of fireworks. And went to go pet her just earlier before I started recording, and she was shaking a lot. She's really afraid of fireworks. So I just reassured her that she's going to be okay, that nothing's going to hurt her, and I think she's feeling a little bit better now. She's feeling a bit more confident. But I'm still going to keep an eye on her as I record. But before I start rambling on even more, let me say that unfortunately, the plans to have my guest with me today are going to have to be postponed even longer. Something happened on his side, and I just, I want to respect his wishes. He wasn't feeling himself, and so I decided, hey, take all the time you need, and yeah. So I guess it just wasn't the right time to show him to the world. But it's gonna happen eventually, guys. Don't give up. Like I said, don't quote me on things, because sometimes things can change. That's just the way life is. Sometimes it just takes a hard left turn out of nowhere. But without further ado, let's get into everyone's favorite time of the week.
It's everybody's favorite time of the week. It's time for the fact of the week.
Fact of the week. Yes, this one's interesting to me. States that swimming immediately after eating is safe, despite what you may have heard. Now, this one is interesting because I was always told that I could never swim as soon as I eat. I was always told that I have to wait 30 minutes. Sometimes I was told 20 minutes. Sometimes I was told 15 minutes. But I always had to wait a certain amount of time before I went swimming after I ate. And it frustrated me because I was just like, I just want to go swimming. As a kid, you're excited to go swimming, right? And then you're like, I'm hungry, so you eat, right? And you got all this energy, and you're like, yeah, you're ready to go, right? And then they tell you, you got to wait. You can't go back in. You just ate. Well, my life was a lie, because this entire time I could have been swimming right after I ate a sandwich or something. Now it's kind of depressing me. But hey, enough about that. Let's get into today's topics. And let's going to start us off with sports. This is an interesting one. The Washington Redskins. For those that don't know, for all my over the seas listeners, the Washington Redskins is a National Football League sports team here. It's the American football sports team. They are under some scrutiny right now. The name Washington Redskins, following years of protests, have announced that they will begin a thorough review of the team's name. So Native Americans have fought this for years. I mean, I've saw this like 5 years ago, and now it's finally coming to a change. The Native Americans and other advocates have been wanting a change because they consider it to be deeply offensive. Now, imagine being a Native American and being called a Redskin. That's kind of like, how I'm Mexican and being called like a wetback, right? Some people find it offensive and some people don't. But, you know, there's been a lot of people that have been for years trying to get this team name to change. And I guess 2020 is the year about change, right? I mean, all of our lives have changed. Everything's changing. Might as well continue making changes while we're at it, right? So that's just about what is happening as the mayor of Washington, that the new stadium is being built, said that the nickname was an obstacle for the new stadium. And even the title sponsor of the team's current stadium in Maryland, FedEx, calls on the team to change its name. So you got both FedEx, which are the sponsors of the current stadium, and the mayor of the new stadium in the town Washington. They're both saying that the team needs to change its name. And what's crazy is those are not the only two companies that, or only two people, however you want to say it, want to change. The Nike company also took down an entire section of their merchandise store for the Washington Redskins. If you searched up Washington Redskins underneath the Nike store, underneath the sports section, there was nothing under that team's name. They had every single thing deleted. If you went on the search, it would say no results found. So it's crazy to see that, like, they're not even wanting to sell merchandise at this point anymore. I'm not sure if the NFL or like Fanatics, like those big sports sellers, have done anything, but I know for Nike, they took that section out. So it's just crazy to see that. But moving on, continuing with the gaming section, Mixer. Have you guys heard of Mixer before? It's kind of like the Twitch of, it's like Twitch's evil stepsister, right? I was never a big fan of Mixer, but for those that don't know what Mixer is, it all started from the Xbox One. It is a live streaming service for you to like stream your games, right? Whenever you're gaming. And now they have decided to close its operations and help the community transition to a new platform. Now, this is where it gets interesting. They are teaming up with Facebook, and they want to enable the Mixer community to transition to Facebook gaming. So basically what's going to happen is Mixer's going to be shutting down its doors, and they're wanting just everyone just to go to Facebook gaming. That's going to be like their new platform to stream. And for me, this does not come in effect with me. This one is not going to like really have an effect at me whatsoever, to be honest, because I use Twitch. That is my main streaming service. If I was to stream any type of game, it's going to be on Twitch. So if you guys want some gaming content for your guys' lives, come check me out. Same name, Midnight Lunatic. Check me out. Follow me. And help me get my views up. Help me get affiliated on there. And let's build a community. You guys want to watch me game? Well, ask me questions on there. We could talk about my podcast on there. I think that'd be fun. But anyways, enough about that. So if members of the Mixer community were to swap sides over to Facebook gaming, it's going to come with some perks. So the Mixer partners will be granted partner status with the Facebook gaming, and the platform will honor and match all existing partners' agreements as closely as possible. So not only are the partners of Mixer going to get their partnership back with Facebook gaming, but they are also going to match as closely as they can to the agreements that they had with Mixer. So I think that's really good. It shows that Facebook isn't just trying to get more people on their platform to stream, but they're actually trying to incorporate all those people transferring over and saying, hey, we appreciate all your stuff that you've done, your community, that we're going to honor you what they were offering you. So I think that's pretty cool. And it looks like the streamers' participation in Mixer's open monetization program will be granted eligibility for the Facebook Gaming Level Up program, where you can continue to grow and monetize your streams. So it looks like they don't have to worry about monetizing all their episodes of their streams. They go straight into Facebook Gaming's Level Up program and they monetize from there. So it looks like they're having a smooth transition over. So it's looking good for everyone that enjoys Mixer and everyone that streams on Mixer. The Mixer viewers can connect their Mixer account, and Facebook Gaming will show the Facebook pages for all the available Mixer channels that you follow, so it can be all found on Facebook easily. So it looks like this is not just a win for the streamers, but also for the viewers as well, because not only are they having to transfer everything over, but that can take some time. It would suck to have to go on Facebook Gaming and type in every single person that you follow and then having to follow back, and do all that. I know it would be a pain in the ass. I know that for sure. So it looks like, that's a plus, that they're going to be able to pretty much link their Mixer account with the Facebook Gaming. And what was really shocking to me was that the Mixer partners received double payment this past year. So all their earnings in the past month of June, they got double the pay. So it looks like they were kind of getting like a bonus incentive for switching over, that helps if you're a streamer on Mixer. Like I said, for me, I was never a big Mixer fan, but it's always sad to see another streaming service go down. But hey, maybe Facebook Gaming is the future. I mean, everyone's connected and linked up to Facebook, so maybe you'll get more viewerships on Facebook Gaming that you would on Mixer, because not everyone knows about Mixer. I think more people are on Twitch than Mixer is. So, it does make sense why Mixer shut down, but it was so brand new, so it's kind of weird to see it just crumble. So it looks like the Mixer service will continue to run through July 22nd, 2020. So it looks like you have a couple more weeks to, kind of reconsider switching over to Facebook Gaming if you're part of the Mixer community. So after the said date, Mixer.com will be directed to Facebook's desktop home for gaming video. So it's going to straight just direct you to the Facebook Gaming page. And from there, you're able to do everything from sign in to watch all your favorite streamers. So I don't know. I hope none of this really happens to Twitch anytime soon. And I doubt that highly, because Twitch is like really climbing up the ladder here, because with the whole quarantine situation, a lot of people are starting to stream more, and I see, viewer counts go up, and I don't see Twitch going away anywhere anytime soon, at least I'm hoping. So without further ado, time for our pretty much main event topic of the evening. And this one is it gets a little crazy. So let me tell you something. Ron Jeremy. Have you guys heard of Ron Jeremy? He is one of the most iconic figures in the adult entertainment industry. Maybe you guys have seen some of his ads that pop up on your computer when you're on a certain website, right? Well, anyways, he is charged with 4 counts of sexual assault. Yeah, crazy. So he was charged with sexually assaulting 4 women in West Hollywood, where investigators say he prowled the Sunset Strip looking for vulnerable victims. So it looks like he was always on Sunset Strip and, looking for girls to drink with and get him intoxicated and bring him back to his hotel or house or wherever he wanted. So he was charged with forcible rape, forcible oral, and sexual battery. So the persecutors alleged Jeremy, who is 67, attacked a 25-year-old woman at a West Hollywood home in 2014. So this was 6 years back. The persecutors also accused Jeremy of sexually assaulting 2 women at a West Hollywood bar in 2017 and raping a woman at the same bar in July 2019. So within a matter of 6 years, it looks like 4 women have actually, come forth, I guess. So Jeremy would leverage his public persona to gain access to the women, then take advantage of them when they were intoxicated. So basically what I just, pretty much said. He pretty much says, hey, I'm a porn star, I'm rich, I'll make you famous, whatever they want to say, right? And then they're like, oh, cool. The girl's like, really into it, right? Oh, can I buy you a drink? And he buys her some shots and they drink and they get all loosey goosey, and that's when he strikes, right? That's when the prey gets his victim, right? So in total, guys, Jeremy faces 3 counts of forcible rape, 2 counts of sexual penetration by force, 2 counts of sexual battery, and 1 count of forcible oral copulation. I mean, that's a lot of charges if you ask me. Those all sound like offenses, like big time. Like I'm talking 1st-degree felonies, right? Like 3rd-degree felonies, 2nd-degree felonies. Like they're pretty much all felonies. So he could spend up to 90 years in prison if convicted as charged. And believe me, guys, there was even one more charge that they didn't have enough evidence to put on him, so they had to drop it. Like that's crazy. Like, to me, I think this guy's career is done. I mean, how can you come back after that? I mean, he's definitely going to be charged with this. To me, he looks like the type of guy to do this stuff. And I for all the Ron Jeremy lovers out there, I'm sorry, but like, he looks like that type of person. Like, I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's just because he's old, because he has like that I don't know. There's something about him that just like makes me think that he would do something like this. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm freaking weird, whatever. But I don't know. From pictures I've seen, he looks like that type of person. So I think he's pretty much screwed here. I think he's going to get charged, and I think he's going to be seeing the rest of his life in prison. So I don't know how that's going to work out for him, but wish him the best. Let me know what you guys' thoughts on this are. If you guys don't even know who I'm even talking about, let me know. If you want to be goody two-shoes innocent person, hey, good for you, I guess. But I'm pretty sure just literally about everyone has heard about that person. But the show is not over yet, because as stated before, the new segment, Quick Topics, is going to be our closer for tonight. And I only wanted to make it a closer because in the last episode, we talked a little bit about what Quick Topics actually is, but I want to go into further detail. So Quick Topics is going to be a new segment that I would like to introduce to my podcast. It is going to be, pretty much just topics that I find really interesting, but don't really have enough information to really just talk about and have a discussion. It's pretty much topics like this first one. Kobe Bryant is named the final NBA 2K cover athlete with a special Mamba Fever edition. Right? So how am I going to get information about that? It's cool to see. It's interesting, right? Everyone loved Kobe Bryant. R.I.P. R.I.P. to his daughter. Prayers to his family. But he was a good player, and everyone liked him on and off the court. he was one of those guys where he would put others before himself. And he was one of the greatest of NBA history. I mean, he was a really good player. Everyone looked up to him. He was number one on everyone's book. So topics like that, Beavis and Butthead are going to be entering a whole new Gen Z world in an upcoming reboot. Yes, Beavis and Butthead, 2 seasons coming back. Reboot time. People that are excited about Beavis and Butthead, let me know. Let me know. I'm excited about this. Okay, all right. Let me explain something. Right, I was never a big fan of Beavis and Butthead. Right, so as a kid growing up, I watched episodes, but I was never to the point where like I watched it every day or like I could memorize the lines or like it just wasn't a show that I can grasp onto. But I liked watching the show when it was on, when I just can catch it, right? So I'm not a fan, but I'm still excited because Beavis and Butthead, they're funny people. They're hilarious. The things that they do is like, man, like I wish I could do that stuff. But yeah, hey, that's pretty cool. Get excited about that. Disneyland, we talked about this a couple weeks back. They were going to reopen for July 17th. Well, sorry, had a hiccup. Well, they are going to be delaying the reopening beyond that July 17th date. This was confirmed by Walt Disney Company itself. They are going to delay it a little bit more because of spikes of the virus. So anyone that was planning that last minute summer vacation, sorry, but you're going to have to put your flights on delay and your hotel renovations on hold for a while because they're going to delay the reopening. Oh, this is an interesting one for you guys. There was a face mask exemption card that was going around, and people were actually using it around towns so that way they don't have to wear a face mask. Well, turns out they're all fake. If you ever see one, don't believe it. It's all bullshit. It's all boo-boo. They're not real. They don't exist. All right. Whoever thought of this is a moron. All right. Who would ever think there was such thing as a face mask exemption card? It just sounds ridiculous in itself. Like if someone showed me this, I think I would laugh in their face and be like, just leave. Like I don't even want your dumbness around me. Like just leave. I'm probably gonna catch the stupid being around you, right? So, hey, don't believe him. If you see him, just laugh at the guy. All right. Another interesting thing: sports. Oh my gosh, guys, have I been lonely without my sports? They are finally coming back. I'm excited. Baseball season, man. It feels like we're like already halfway through baseball season, man, and we missed it all. But they're having a 90-game season. So I'm excited about that. Unfortunately for me, though, I will not be able to see my team play live like I try to do every year. Every year they come to Phoenix and they play the Diamondbacks, and this year they're not planning to. I checked the schedule, and there's no games here. So upset about that, but hey, let's see what next year's brings. NBA starting to come back alive. There are some people that are respectfully sitting out the season because their families are kind of worried, or there's something going on with the family internally that they're just like not wanting to play the season. So that's respectable. Then you also have football, NFL. They just reopened their training camps and facilities, and I've been seeing a lot of players on Instagram and Twitter actually doing their workouts, and some drafts and trades going on right now. So looks like we're going to be hitting, sports season in full effect, and they are planning for entire crowds to come out. So I don't know how that's going to go with the social distancing thing, but they're wanting full capacity crowds all year. So we'll see. And in local news, my area of Phoenix, we're starting to shut things down again, man. Bars, things like that, all getting shut down again. I don't know why. Oh, wait, yes, I do. It's because all the dang spikes that are going up with this virus, man. People just don't know how to wear masks. You know, I work at a job that requires me to wear a mask, and when I see people come in without one, it irritates the hell out of me. Because it's like, you're the reason why everything else is not freaking opening. Alright? Just stay your dumb ass home. Get freaking delivery or something, right? But just stop. Just stay home. Just think about what you're doing with your life. Like, alright, if you want to wear a face mask and try to get the virus, whatever, do you. But like, do it quickly because I'm not trying to die. Alright? I got 75 years of life left. I'm hoping, right? I want to be 100. That'd be cool if I could still move around and stuff. But anyways, before I chatter on, just want to let you know, kind of sucks. Things are closing. Happy 4th of July, everyone. And yeah, that's going to be it for this week's episode. If you guys haven't listened to the bonus episode I did, it was pretty much me talking about what I did last weekend. Went to a pretty much moving away party for my best friend, and yeah, it got emotional towards the end, you know, but I held my ground. All right, I made it through it without shedding a tear. All right, I'm not gonna tell you if I cried afterwards, but you don't need to know that. You don't need to know that. All right, we're having a good time here. Let's not get too sensitive now. Let's not become like the rest of the world, man. This is a midnight crew, all right? If we gonna cry, we gonna cry together. We don't cry alone, right? Anyways, guys, I'm out. I love y'all. Drink a beer for me if you're old enough. And we'll see you next week. Stay safe. I love y'all. Good night.